The cool temperatures of fall are finally here, which means it's the perfect opportunity for you to overhaul your lawn. Today we're going to talk about dethatching and overseeding to figure out if it's something you should do in your own lawn, whether you need to do it or not, and if so, how to take the steps to get it done. So how do you determine whether you should dethatch your lawn or not? Well, first of all, thatch is a buildup of dead grass and organic material that sits on top of your soil near the crown of your grass plants. And if you take a look, you pull apart your grass a little bit and you see a layer of about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of dead material that looks brown, that's a sign that you should be dethatching your lawn. Because if you don't, that stuff stays there, it's going to deprive your grass of air, water, and nutrients, and it's going to keep them from making their way down into the root zone where your grass plant can use it. When you're dethatching your lawn, there's a few different tools you can use to get the job done. A simple rake with metal tines like this is an effective way to remove thatch. As you can see, when I pull back on this brown material, that dead grass, is going to start coming up, and this is what our thatch layer is. That's what we're trying to remove. So this can be pretty time consuming, but if you have a small area, you can use simply just a rake like this, pull all that stuff back, and already you can see the pile that's been created. If using a rake is just going to be too much work, this is a really great option. This is the Greenworks electric dethatcher. I've had this for 4 years. I use it usually about once a year. I've given it out to friends to use. It's held up really well. So this is basically the same concept as going through with the rake. So this has got metal tines in the bottom. The electric motor spins. It digs down through to that thatch layer and it lifts it all up and drops it on top of the grass, which clears it all out. So this Greenworks dethatcher has got 3 different settings. It's got high. If you pull out on this, twist that, whatever is on the bottom is what the setting is. So right now it's at medium and then low, and it's got this on each of the wheels. If you've never done this before, I recommend starting off on the high setting. Go through with that. If it's not really pulling out much, you can move it to the medium, but don't start out with it too low because you don't want to dig down too deep into your turf. Even though your grass looks healthy and green, it's pretty amazing to see how much thatch comes out when you use a dethatching machine like this. So I'm going to get this thing going. Let's see how much we can get out of my lawn today. All right, just did a few passes, as you can see right behind me. It's amazing how much stuff gets pulled up when you use this dethatcher. Everything looked nice and green before, but going through with this, you're pulling up all that dead material. And then when I overseed in just a little bit, it's gonna have so much more space to get down into that dirt and germinate and turn into that good grass that I want. So I'm gonna keep it going, see how much of this stuff we can get. All right, all done with the dethatching in the front yard and the backyard. Got everything all cleaned up using the leaf blower and my rotary mower. Sucked up all that debris and everything's looking good now. So the next step that we're gonna go with is overseeding. And I'm going with perennial ryegrass. You can choose whatever is best for your situation, but for me, I love the look of perennial ryegrass. And I'm gonna put that down at a rate of about 3 pounds per 1,000 square feet in my broadcast spreader, my Scott's Mini Guard broadcast spreader, and I'm gonna put that at setting number 3. All right, the dethatching's done, the seed is on the ground. Next, what I want to do is put down some fertilizer, something that's going to enrich the soil and also help that new grass build up a solid root zone going into the cold months of the wintertime. And what I'm going with is called chicken poo. It's an aerobically composted chicken manure that you can pick up at Menards. This is sold at every Menards store. I got this, I think it's like $9.99 a bag. So I picked this up earlier on in the year. I used it as a sample area because I'm not just gonna put anything on my lawn, and I had some great results on the side yard that I'll show you. But this is going down along with my seed. It's gonna help enrich the soil and help build up that new grass that I'm putting down. So for this, I'm gonna go at the light rate, so about 10 pounds per 1,000 square feet is what's recommended when you're overseeding like I am today. One thing about this is it doesn't have that pungent smell like a Milorganite or another organic fertilizer might. This stuff really doesn't smell too bad. All right, the hard work is done, so now all I have to do is give this a deep watering. That's what's recommended on the bag of chicken poo. That's also gonna keep that grass seed wet and get everything jump started and looking beautiful. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck this fall, and I'll see you next time.